Hello. Um, Today I want to talk about getting a job. Okay. Now this is a really important thing. So I made one video and it didn't record. I made a mistake. So I wrote everything out on a file and document, and I'm going to read it so that I get all the points that I wish to make across to you. Um, So please excuse the fact that I'm reading this from a computer. Hello. I want to talk to you about survival in the new society that has been created around us. Everyone needs money. That is a fact that everyone can understand, and nobody should expect to get money for doing nothing. Nor should you expect to receive a service or a product for nothing, or next to nothing. However, having said that, there is a kind of overlap where you can receive other people's cast-offs as a service for which your payment might be the cast-offs. In that case, you are getting something for nothing. I don't know your personal circumstances, but I'm really keeping in mind those who have little or restricted language ability in the local language, who don't know much about computers, who do not have formal qualifications, and who do not have money or possibly are in debt. I want to give you ideas that you might not have thought of. One of the chief problems of getting work is that there are no advertisements for jobs, or at least you do not have access to the language or the know-how to apply for the jobs advertised. But that does not mean that there is not a lot of work out there and that you could be doing it and getting a good wage for it. You may or may not have a computer. You may or may not know how to use your computer to make a business. This video is about those who for some reason, maybe lack of know-how, cannot use a computer to make a business. When trying to create a job, you must consider your circumstances. If you live in an underpopulated area, then there will not be a lot of regular customers. However, transportation might be lacking and you might be able to provide transportation. There might be a lot of farm work to be done. In fact, in that case, you should do it in the season, of course, and find other employment, perhaps producing a product for the rest of the year, for example in the winter, and selling it in the summer. On the other hand, you might be employed in the winter and need some production going on in the summer. It depends on the circumstances. Get a piece of paper. On the left-hand side, write a list of your main advantages. Here are some ideas. In the countryside, it might be fruit picking, looking after horses, taking dogs or cats in for people who are on holiday, which is also good for the city, taking people on country treks, sheep shearing. Of course, it depends on the geography. You might write tourism in this column. You could be in a highly populated area and so write 10 million population. These are all advantages. You might write expat community. You may have a community that is specific to your country, e.g. Ghana or China. Okay, in the middle, leave it blank for now. On the right-hand side, write your personal assets. You might write how much money you have available, your language ability, the car, the bike, knowledge of the local area on foot, hairdressing experience, even if it is only putting in curlers and dyeing hair. Every woman has that kind of experience. You might be good at giving massages. You might be a trained or untrained counselor. You may know all about alcoholic drinks. If you only know your own country's cooking, that might be demanded by, if not your embassy, then at least the staff of the embassy. And a foreign country even. And in a foreign country, You can find a restaurant somewhere that provides close to your country's food. They may need staff. You may only be able to collect glasses from tables in the downtown bars. In that case, you need to look for the job by walking on your feet, going to the places and asking, knocking on doors. In the middle of the page, it is a space for notes. You might write, getting a loan from the bank, or learn the native language. These notes are not to be acted on immediately, necessarily. They are reminders of your long-term goals, or maybe you can start to prepare your mind for researching how to go about, e.g. getting a bank loan to start your business. You will need to present your plans to the bank manager. You cannot expect him to give you money for an idea you have not thought through. Also, and most importantly, in the middle, write in a different color what you could do. Recycling is very much in fashion in Tokyo. It is a recent development. You could go around collecting clothes and selling them at second-hand clothes shops. All over the places, new, big and small second-hand shops are opening up. If you are going to transport the goods, then you just have to advertise. You could drop notices in people's doors with your phone number on, so that you can go and collect the clothes to take them to the shop. You will have to find out by trial and error which shops are going to give you the best deal. Another idea that might go in the middle might be providing sandwiches for workers in offices, or taking people on guided walks of the city. And if those people are English tourists, and you're living in a foreign country, you do not need the local language to do such things. You just need to make yourself maps of walks, and you will need to advertise. Now, about advertising. You can consider newspapers or magazines, but that will cost money. How about asking your local supermarket if you can pay a nominal amount to put up a postcard offering various services, or lots of postcards with different services on? Churches used to be a good place to advertise, but over the last 20 years they are becoming more controlled by the secretaries and pastors, and it's not so easy to put up notices, especially without permission. You can always post flyers or whatever you want through the doors of your locality. These can have your service and information on them. I hope this helps you to find work. Remember, as long as you can see, walk and talk, there is no excuse for you not to work. Even people who cannot do these things often become great contributors to society. Negativity, being a crybaby, complaining about the economy are not going to make you self-sufficient. Being creative, positive, and impossible to keep down are the things that will make you a winner, no matter what the circumstances around you are like. Thank you for listening.